Hello there, my name is Dr. Christopher Pryor and I'm the Director of Programmes for History. So what that means really is that as Director of Programmes I have overall responsibility for all history and ancient history programmes that we run at Southampton. I'm in charge of everything really to do with teaching and learning. That's in an abstract sense at least. I mean, if you've got any questions about medieval or ancient history, I cannot help you. My historical knowledge starts at about 1750. But I'm the one who makes sure that you've got an interesting range of modules, and the Director of Programmes is one of the main people who will get in touch with you over the course of your academic year, keeping you up to date on what's happening and generally making sure that you're supported in your learning. Coming to university, you've really got an opportunity to relish the fact that you can undertake a study of stuff you've never looked at before. We love the fact that we get to teach so many different option modules to students that sometimes take them out of their comfort zone, take their learning in completely unanticipated, unexpected directions. So when you're coming to university, I would say embrace this opportunity that a university like Southampton that offers a large amount of choice provides to you. Whatever the situation in the wider world, we are there for you to support you in this exciting study of the past. And in the time that we have together left, I just wanted to say a little bit more about the way in which teaching and learning will take place. So in history, we take a blended learning approach to your degree programme. Blended learning, very straightforward. It just simply means that there's going to be a mix of teaching, some which will take place face-to-face, in person, some of which will take place online. There's a lot of flexibility in your modules. Modules will differ from module to module in terms of how they run. This is because different members of staff will adapt the way that they run their modules depending on what the needs of the module are. So, for example, if you're in a module that's concerned with foreign policy, you might find yourself role-playing in a war room, in the shoes of somebody having to make a decision in some sort of historical context, some sort of historical event happening. You might have to kind of make a decision based on all the information that's available to you at that time. What actions do you take? But there are two main recurring elements of the way that we teach in history. The first one is the lecture. So this is going to be an expert standing at the front of a room or online talking about a topic, introducing you to a topic or a theme, and this could be to ensure that you have the right historical knowledge before you embark on the week's other learning activities, or it could be that the expert raises some big questions that they feel particularly need to be answered or addressed. Whatever the nature of the lecture, this will be the member of staff responsible for your module getting the conversation going. Then, in keeping with what I was just saying about blended learning, after that there might be some other things to do. After the lecture, there might be contributions to a discussion board. You might be undertaking some reading or viewing. That's a very common thing that you're expected to do in any given teaching week. You might be given some questions to think about. You might be asked to work in a small group with some friends who are also on the module. But this will tend to feed into the other central recurring feature of the learning, our seminars. Seminars, each module will have sessions where we meet in person in small groups of a maximum of 15 students led by a tutor. And this is a conversation rather than the lecture, which is somebody telling other people some stuff, putting it a bit basically, but you get my point. The seminar is a conversation. This is different from a sixth form or college setup. The outcome of those sessions are contingent and not preordained by the lecturer. This is everyone contributing and engaging together to grapple with big, exciting questions that are at the heart of current historical research or which force us to wrestle with how we understand the way that history is constructed. These are big, exciting, engaging questions for us all to think about, and the seminar is where we have those conversations. There's other support. There's going to be contact time outside of the lectures and seminars. Every member of staff has dedicated advice and feedback hours where you can come and see them without needing to make an appointment. With any questions you might have a question about the reading for that week's seminar, or you might be planning an essay and you might want to run your ideas past your tutor. But whatever it is, there's a whole heap of different ways in which your teaching and learning is supported over the course of a typical week. Lots of support for you to engage with, all sorts, to help you on this endlessly fascinating journey studying the past in all its forms. Thank you.